How's that one doing? So I'm gonna be doing a lot of parts of EA Sports College Football 26, Arizona State Sun Devils, till EA Sports College Football 27 comes out next month. So I'll be focused on EA Sports College Football 26 Dynasty with Arizona State Sun Devils, or I can do Penn State Lions or my other one that I did. So let's get started. We're going to play our first game against Syracuse. So my focus is going to be EA Sports College Football 26 Dynasty with any of my ones that I did on YouTube to get ready for EA Sports College Football 27 when that comes out next month. Okay, we're going to play our first game.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will get the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
The Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Levitt. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incomplete.
He's got it, 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, you start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every...
Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance? The ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Syracuse's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Gill. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Short of Indiana's Curt Cignetti, perhaps no one had a more impressive debut in 2024 than Fran Brown at Syracuse, and they're set up well to continue their success.
Well, Fran Brown did a great job in the portal bringing in Kyle McCord at quarterback. He really helped ignite the offense. Now all of a sudden you've got to replace that missing piece. So I think a big part of the success this year, David, for Syracuse offense, can you score points and can you have a consistent signal coming?
Yeah, because you're losing that quarterback first of all, and all the guys he was throwing to. So they won 10 games way ahead of schedule. Fran Brown promising now. Got to do it. Got to reload with some new cast of characters and a little more difficult schedule. 3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Orange line up here on 3rd and inches. Past the first down marker and still running.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Cook. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. The snap sets up the throw. Got it behind the line. It's Nixon. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The RPO, fire complete to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to get the corner. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Hands it off on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. That's reeled in. It's Tyson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's McClain.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's McClain. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snags a quick pass on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Caught in the backfield. It's Ross Simmons. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Syracuse mere inches away from a third down conversion. Surging forward on the sneak.
Yeah, no mystery there. Third down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Using his legs, it's Willis. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. The give to the back. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. The Orange will have to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll go to the ground. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Got a man, it's McClain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Handoff to the single back. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. He now has 56 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Tucson for some time. They're up by 17. over Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Catch in the middle, it's Ross Simmons. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ross Simmons. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. On the ground, it's Willis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on first and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Got his man on the right. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need one more yard for the touchdown on... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. He's looking to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They'll try to get outside. Shakes off the defender. At the 45 on his way. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Nixon. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room. It's Willis.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
It's Cook. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they'll get to the line and spike it and stop the clock. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Orange will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Power football with the run. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Nixon. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. He leaves it with his back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Syracuse will send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Look out, he's got room. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Levin. Finds his man, it's Tyson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll do it himself. Going the other way, and he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Moss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Fires to the tight end. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ross Simmons. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finds the tight end. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. first down for this offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Moss. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The give to the lone running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the move, it's Nixon. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
And they didn't get it forward and edge. Defense wins the battle up front. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Orange will have to punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That's caught. It's McClain. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver
looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Slithers into space. There he goes. The 40. At the 30. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Now on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they diving for the end zone, and they knock it out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying...
Breaks into the open.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. On his feet at the 40. They finally really get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And here's the third interception of the night.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Well, just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the move. Picks up the first down. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Collins. Got a man, it's McFadden. Turning it on! He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to try to get it himself. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. Syracuse will send out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The run to the right. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching. What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sun Devils will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Mississippi State right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So Arizona State's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Moss. Quick with the spin move. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll try to bully their way for the first. There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They'll go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Here comes the heat. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside gift. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And some room to work. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. No Cam Scatterboo this season, guys. He was the definition, all-purpose, workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
And that's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the catch, it's Moss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. He makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll run it from the gun. finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spot. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Takes a handoff. It's Booth. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TF out.
Dropping back, it's Chapin. Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll run it from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Moss. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Got his man. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Central Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. To the air, it's Shapen. Makes the grab, it's Thompson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Mosley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks. came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Back to throw. It's Chapin. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Going to the ground. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage, the 2. And these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Bulldogs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Chapin. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Mississippi State going up tempo. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reese. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. gives it on the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's McClain. And he's knocked down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to run it. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Going for 6. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bulldogs will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air. It's Shapen. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Complete in the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. On the run, it's Udo. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Levitt. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're going to run it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The give on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab in the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Catch in the middle. It's McLean. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Chapin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone, no trouble. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Thompson. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
There's a great example of a zone blitz by the defense, and those confuse quarterbacks and offensive linemen, because you're dropping defensive linemen out in coverage, but then you're bringing pressure from the 2nd level, and that time the defense is able to fool them and get home.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Back to pass, it's Chapin. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The sure hands, it's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Makes the catch. It's Udo. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for the score. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got zilch on the last play. Now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David. And a strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. That's reeled in. It's Moss. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Sun Devils will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Tyson. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he put...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field. It's Shapen. Swings it out to his running back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to... And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quarterback empties his backfield. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reese. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is
strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense
breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Right down the middle. Connection to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down, 10 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Sims. That one comes out hot down the right side. 10! Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Got a man. It's Moss. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Hogs it downfield. That's caught. It's Brown. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
The Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Mississippi State, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking for a man. It's Sims. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Reese. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's second. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The toss to the right. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Immediately fires to the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Gonna run it. It's Udo. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That's gonna do part one of EA Sports College Football 26 Dynasty Arizona State Sun Devils. Hit the like and subscribe, hit the notification bell when you know I arrive. Have a great night. Peace.